This collard greens and cornbread casserole is going to be delicious. For those of you who don't know, collard greens and cornbread is a classic southern dish. You take collard greens, which is a type of cabbage that grows abundantly in the south. Here is a collard green leaf to give you an idea of what it looks like. You chop them up, you boil them with some sort of smoked meat, smoked turkey, smoked ham, and you serve it with cornbread. Bread that is made with corn flour. It's nice and crumbly, so it soaks up the broth from the collard greens, sometimes referred to as pot liquor. This came to me because, as you know, I've been making a lot of casseroles recently, and I wanted to see if I could turn a Southern classic into a casserole. Although I made some cornbread and sauteed some collard greens specifically to make this casserole, I think that this would be a good way to use up leftovers from Christmas, New Year's, or any other meal. The star of the show, actually there are two stars. The first star is cornbread. I always make Southern style cornbread in my cast iron skillet. I usually use pork lard. I render my own pork lard, but you can use oil if you want. I put it into the skillet. I get it nice and hot. I pour in the cornbread batter and then I bake it. So that is why the bottom and the sides of the cornbread are golden brown. I have a recipe for this. That is a recipe that I used, but I'm sure you could use a normal 8x8 cornbread recipe and it would be fine. This cornbread is 600 grams, so about 1 1/3 pound. Of course, I need collard greens. Just like when I made the collard green and egg casserole, I took a pound of collard greens, I chopped them up, and then I sauteed first a medium onion and a tablespoon of butter and a tablespoon of vegetable oil for 5 minutes. Then I added about half of the collard greens, covered it for 2 minutes, and then once they had wilted down, I added the other half of the collard greens, covered them for another 2 minutes, and then I took off the cover and stirred continuously for the rest of the cooking time. In total, the heat was on for 20 minutes. Like I said, the onions cooked for 5 minutes, then the collard greens for 15, and in the last 2 minutes of cooking the collard greens, I added 1 small tomato. In order to turn this into a full meal, I'm going to add 1 8-ounce block of sharp cheddar cheese. I'm also going to add about 8 ounces of smoked ham. Like I said, in the South, very often people boil collard greens with smoked turkey or smoked ham. And when I made my turnip greens and egg casserole, I felt like adding the smoked ham really helped to recreate the concept of the classic dish in casserole form. So I'm going to do that again. As a binder, I'm starting off with 1 cup or 270 grams of sour cream. I'm using fat-free, but I'm sure you could use regular. 2 eggs, and then in terms of seasoning, 1 packet of onion soup mix, half a teaspoon each of black pepper, garlic powder, and onion powder, and a little dash of salt. What I'm going to do is I'm going to first crumble the cornbread. Now there are a lot of ways to go about doing this, but honestly with this, I think the best way to do this is to just tear off pieces and crumble it into the casserole dish. Finished crumbling in the cornbread into the casserole dish. As you can see, I did save a little piece over here that's going to be a snack, but I did use almost all of the cornbread, so I'm thinking maybe 550-ish grams. So I would just say 1 1/4 pounds of cornbread crumbled into my 9x13 dish. Now it's time for the collard greens. The collard greens are now on top of the cornbread. Now I'm going to add my 8 ounces of sharp cheddar cheese. Help bind everything together. Everything is in the casserole dish except for the ham. I have to admit, I think the colors, everything combined, it looks very beautiful. I'm sure it's going to be delicious. Now I'm going to stir to combine. I may need more binding agent, more sour cream, more egg. I don't know. I'll let you know. But while I stir with this, I'm going to preheat my oven to 350. I want to show you that when I do stir, I'm going to start on the bottom and bring it up like this. Start on the bottom, bring it up to the top. I actually used 2 full cups of sour cream for my collard greens and cornbread casserole. So 480 grams. I'm glad that I chose to buy the fat-free version. If you don't want to use sour cream, you could use canned cream of something soup, cream of chicken soup, cream of mushroom. If you have some chicken stock, I think you could add that, or vegetable stock. You need something to really moisten this, because traditional cornbread, I don't want to say that it's dry, but it's intended to soak up the collard green broth, so it definitely will soak up a lot of liquid. I just pulled my collard greens and cornbread casserole out of the oven. It was in at 350 for a full 60 minutes. 1 hour. This recipe was definitely an experiment that evolved as I was making it, so I was really curious to try it. Honestly, my collard greens and cornbread casserole turned out fantastic. The flavor of the collard greens came through very nicely, the tanginess of the sour cream, cheese, and tomato balancing it out very well. The flavor of the delicious cornbread was in every bite, as was the smokiness of the ham. The tanginess and saltiness of the cheddar cheese completing this meal and taking it to the next level. Like I said, this casserole was kind of an experiment, but I was thinking it was going to be good, but I didn't think it was going to be quite that good. This recipe turned out really well, not just because of the flavor, not just because of how it looked, but honestly, from the perspective of a chef, I think I did a really good job of capturing all parts of the classic Southern dish of cornbread and collard greens. This tasted great, so the only real criticism I have of this recipe is that it's very difficult for me to tell you exactly how much cornbread to use, because every recipe is different in regards to not only the ingredients but also how much cornbread it makes. Honestly, I think that a lot of people are going to make this casserole with leftover cornbread and collard greens. So if you rewatch the video and take a look at what the mixture looks like, how moist it is, how much of this, how much of that I'm adding, I think you can get a good rough idea of how much to add. One thing I did want to emphasize is the amount of binding agent or liquid that you'll probably need, especially depending on the type of cornbread that you use. Like I said earlier, a lot of traditional Southern skillet cornbread recipes are meant to be eaten with something soupy like collard greens or beans. So that means that when you make this casserole, you're going to have to add more liquid than you think. What's good about this casserole is that I think it would be really forgiving. So if you don't want to use sour cream, you could even just use the liquid from the collard greens if you have a lot of leftover collard greens. But I would still suggest a little bit of something tangy like sour cream or some cheddar cheese, because I really liked how that worked in this dish. Like I said, this collard greens and cornbread casserole was easy and delicious. It would be a great way to use up leftovers from the holidays, so if you make this, let me know. I know you'll fall in love with it at first bite. As always, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.